Let's take an example. Suppose this is my business B, and I have taken this and I am running this business in a building, and this is that building. B means the building in which I am running my business, and this building is not owned by B. I am not the owner of this building. I have taken this building on the rental basis. And what is the rent? The rent of this building is suppose $1,000 per month. So how much rent should I pay for the whole year? 12,000. But I paid 13,000 to that owner of the building. I paid rent. How much amount? 13,000. This is the building which I have taken on rental basis, and the rent of this building is $1,000 per month. So I need to pay only 12,000, but I paid him how much? 13,000. 1 month rent I paid in advance. So see what entry I will pass in the journal. As I paid 13,000. So see what entry I will pass. Rent is my expense. So rent account will be debited, and I paid the cash. So cash decrease, and decrease in asset means credit. How much rent I paid? 13,000 is the entry for that rent paid. Now see in the ledger posting will be done in the rent account. I will open the rent account. In the rent account, rent is debited in the entry. So on the debit side I will write cash, and how much amount? 13,000. As I paid 13,000. Now see in the trial balance, rent account will appear, and the rent account showing debit balance 13,000. So in the trial balance in debit column I will write 13,000. Now this rent is expense, isn't it? So this expense will come in the income statement in the profit and loss account. So see rent paid. How much I paid? 13,000. But P&L will not accept this figure because this figure is relating to 13 months. P&L will accept only figure of 12 months. So here tell me I need to increase the expense or I need to decrease the expense? Decrease the expense. By how much amount? 1,000, yes. So I need to decrease this expense with $1,000. Otherwise P&L will not accept this figure, 13,000. Now see, to decrease the expense, see what I will do. I need to decrease the expense. So see what adjustment entry I will pass. So what is the rule? Increase in expense debit and decrease in expense credit. So it means I need to credit the expense account. Rent. I need to credit the account. Rent account will be credited. With how much amount? 1,000. And which account will be debited? Prepaid rent. Prepaid rent. This account will be debited. With how much amount? 1,000. So this is the adjustment end. And this is the asset account actually. Prepaid rent is a asset. Because I paid this 1,000 in advance. In future I will get the benefit of this. So that's why it is an asset. And now I need to show the effect of this adjustment entry. So see, in this entry rent account credited. So it means I need to decrease the rent. So less how much amount? 1,000, and that is for prepaid rent. Prepaid rent. How much amount? 1,000. And in P&L account how much amount will come now? 12,000. So see here I wrote here less prepaid rent. I wrote here prepaid rent. It doesn't mean that I am showing the effect of this debit item. This is an asset. This will come in the balance sheet. I reduced 1,000 because of this account. Rent account credited. So in a credit, it means expense account is credited. It means the expense account is decreasing. We need to decrease the expense. So with $1,000 I need to decrease this expense. And I have to write here that for what purpose I am made, what is the reason behind this, decreasing 1,000. So I have to write that prepaid rent. It is prepaid rent. That's why I am, reducing 1,000. So I have shown the effect of this item. Now this is an asset, isn't it? So this will come in the balance sheet. In the balance sheet under head current asset. Prepaid rent. With how much amount? $1,000. Why this is asset? Because this money paid in advance, and in future I will get the benefit of this $1,000.